Hey, B. Now listen, Carlos, can y'all stop forcing Kaylon on us? Okay, we told y'all we want Melanie and melanin, not no motherfucking Kaylon. Let's get into Belle Collective. Now this episode, we did not get no Tambra, we did not get no Marie, and I wasn't mad at it. But y'all still came back and y'all gave us Kaylon. Why? 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 Let's move on. So y'all know at the brunch, they still going at it. Marie and Miss Kaylon still going at it. Miss Dorothy stood up like, God, now I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, y'all around here acting real motherfucking foolish. Okay, didn't we just sit up here and have a conversation? We did. We sat up here and we talked about being ladies and stuff, and y'all still want to be out here and y'all still want to hoop and holler? Okay, this is very disrespectful. And I don't appreciate it. Shut the hell up, okay? Here go Miss Kaylon. Marie, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Marie said, I don't care nothing about it. She can go. She can go. She can go. She don't even need to be here. She don't even need to be here. She can go. She can go. So Antoinette decided to go ahead and take Miss Kaylon out, and then Antoinette decided to come on back and have a seat. Okay. Now we also see finally they get to the point of conversation because, girl, if you went another brunch and you didn't tell these girls what was up, whew, honey, I don't know what to say. So finally we get to what the brunch is all about, which is Ferry Street. So Leticia begins to tell her story about Ferry Street and what her plan is and how she came across Miss Dorothy. So she just opened up to the ladies about her vision, what she wants to do with Ferry Street, what she wants to do with the 2-story building. And she's asking the ladies to join in on her idea and let's do some big things around the city. So it's a wonderful idea. Antoinette and Marie are very proud of her for wanting to do this. So we just gonna see if they're gonna put their money where their mouth is and make this thing happen. Latrice is having a sit down with Melanie because she's trying to figure out where they're gonna go as it pertains to her essential line and Goddess Links. So they're having a conversation about it. She thought it was gonna be easy, but it's actually much harder than what she thought. Next thing you know, here comes Cliff. Cliff comes in. I immediately rolled my eyes because I thought he wanted to be in on the business information, but actually Cliff came to take his wife out to eat because they had some things they need to talk about. What did they need to talk about? I guess they did not need dinner for that because he decided to go and tell her business while he was at the shop in front of Melanie and went ahead and talked about her brother. Have you talked to your brother? She was like, no, I've been calling him, but he ain't been answering. He said, well, you know, he's not answering because you don't like his wife, his girlfriend. Well, his used to be girlfriend, probably fiance now. She's like, what you lying? Like, that's my brother. We called each other twins. So if anything like that was going to go down between them, I would know something about it. Latrice is very close to her brother. She also mentioned that she had 2 other brothers. I believe their name was it Goat and Chip? And they both passed away. I believe they both were killed, she said. But they passed away when she was younger. Her brother that she calls twin was also, I believe his name is Derek, but he was also locked up at one point. He actually murdered somebody for threatening their family. So he was locked up for quite some time and he got out and stuff, but they're still close, She calls him twin, all that stuff. He is dating somebody that she's not fond of. When she thinks about the fact that he may actually have either gotten married or gotten engaged without her knowledge, it makes her very sad. She feels away because they're particularly close with each other. So she wants to have a conversation with her brother and it's not making her happy right now. Leticia's husband has finally come home from work and being away for such a long time. He seems like for the most part, he may be a nice guy, but we gonna see. He was happy to see his son. His son was super excited. The 2 hugged and loved on each other as well as she and her husband. She tells him about her plan about Ferry Street and how she's looking forward to just moving forward and making this thing happen. He's very happy for her and proud of her. She tells him like, listen, I am not going to be the same lady I have been. Like, I'm not going to be available to you how you may have wanted me to be available to you. I got a lot of things I got to do. So he's like, it's all good. It's all cool. At least that's how it came off. But we later find out that ain't how he really feeling. It sounded good, but reality hit him a little bit. So he feeling away. So Kaylon and Antoinette link up at Antoinette's new dental office. She's also going to be putting a yoga spot there so that she can do yoga teachings on the weekend, which I think is pretty cool. Like, if you can have it open during the week, that's more money for you if you can start some type of yoga membership or something in that space. And if not, okay, that's cool too. But that's something she wants to do on the weekend. So Kaylon meets up with her while she's there. And Kaylon talks about how she thought she was going to get business connects and learn more business strategies and all this other stuff. Girl, shut up. I feel like in that scene, Antoinette pretty much like petted her and just like skirted around things or whatever with her, but then told her that she didn't want to speak for her, you know. It was good if she was able to open her mouth and let people know how she's feeling and stuff, because that's where growth happens. That's where they learn. And then she started talking about how she was being an active listener and this and that. It's like, I ain't care shit about that conversation they was having at all. But what we did learn is that Antoinette wants to have a sip and see at some point, and she don't even know if her whole location is going to be finished, because she has the sip and see within like a month, and she don't even know if it's going to be halfway done by then. So we gonna see. Now, back at Leticia's house, she's really starting to make the phone calls, trying to get in touch with contractors, architecture. She's trying to get all this stuff together. Her husband in there looking for food, searching, looking through cabinets, looking through this, like, man, where the food at? It ain't no food, it ain't no food. I feel like that whole scene was honestly forced. In my opinion, I feel like it was forced. Him looking for food, I'm looking for this. Get in there and order you some other food. You see I'm in here on this phone. You can't wait till I get off the phone and we can go and go get something to eat or some shit. Okay, you that damn hungry? So he comes upstairs to see what she's doing, and he sees that she's on the phone. So what he do, he goes, he gets the vacuum and starts to vacuum a perfectly cleaned damn room, already vacuumed, just so he can get on her motherfucking nerves and see this lady on the phone. So when she gets off the phone, of course, they end up getting in an argument, feeling a way about things, because he's like, girl, like, I want some food. I want some yams on the stove, and I want some yams in the bed. What is going on? What's happening? She was like, baby, I already gave you a warning and told you how I'm moving. So I don't know why you're trying to be up here and acting surprised. So then he mentions to her that he wants to have a contract so he can make sure that he's secure throughout this entire situation. And I'm like, a contract? What you mean? She was like, honey, a marriage certificate is a contract. What are you talking about? Okay, we already got our marriage license. I know you ain't asking for nothing more. He was like, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm secure. Okay, that don't even sound right. It sounds like she's embarking on something pretty big, and should she decide to leave him, he want to make sure that he's financially set to get some of her coins or something. I don't know, but it just didn't sound too right to me. Now, I will say I was kind of confused as to why he was going off the handle so soon, because don't he come home for 2 weeks, and then he's gone for 2 weeks, or is he gone, or is he home for a month and then gone for another 2 months? Because when they were arguing, he said, you got 2 weeks, you got 14 days to get this contract together. She was like, I ain't get shit together. I don't blame her. You brought it to my attention, so you get it together. I'm not gonna do you gonna do that. That's what you want, you go do it. But also, I'm like, has he been home for 2 weeks, or has he just been home for a day and he already tripping looking for some food and stuff, and then now he trying to blow this big thing out of proportion? But I feel like she hasn't even been in her groove long enough for him to even feel a way about it. So that was a bit off to me. Like, I could see if it was like that for the past 2 or 3 months, he had been coming home and it was just something that was off. Like, you only been home for maybe a day or two, and then now this is happening. And then you tell her she got 14 days to figure it out. So I was just so confused by that. But okay, but she was really upset because she said they had been together for, I don't know, it was like 15 plus years or something. And now he doesn't trust that she got him, or she gonna look out for him or whatever, that he wants to get this contract now. Like, that's whack. And I agree with her. Like, that made absolutely no sense at all. Like, if you so motherfucking hungry and stuff, and we doing all of this because of some yams in the bed and yams on the stove, go get you some damn yams. Now, I ain't talking about go get them in somebody else's bed, but what I am saying, if you hungry, go up there and order you some food. Get you a DoorDash or something. Goddamn, go hang out with your child. You ain't gotta be sitting around this house waiting on me. But I guess she said she not signing no contract until he reproposes. But she slipped up and said, where is the proposal? So when they were doing the flashback of the photos, they showed photos when they were younger. They showed photos when they went to the prom. I don't recall, unless they showed it on the first episode, any photos of their marriage. So it makes me wonder, are y'all actually married? Or are you just saying married because y'all technically common law married because y'all been living with each other for such a long time? Are y'all actually married or what? Because it seems like you still waiting on a proposal, but then you caught yourself and said a reproposal and said a vow renewal ceremony or whatever. So IDK, what that is, I don't know. Do y'all know anybody from Mississippi? Are they actually married? Because that right there was a little, it kind of threw me off. And then she started talking about a reproposal or whatever. But long story short, she not signing SHI nor T unless he proposes to her again and they have this ceremony. So, okay. Good luck. So we can see Cliff and Latrice at the house. Cliff put together this whole event for the entire family so that they can do a tribute to her brothers that passed away. They're going to plant trees in the backyard. So they go outside. They get ready to plant the trees. She slipped up and said, bury the trees. And the auntie said, oh, honey, we ain't burying nothing, girl. You mean we going to plant them? She said, oh, yeah, girl, we going to plant them. I like that. We going to plant the trees, girl. Okay, so the mother spoke her piece. She spoke a story about one of the brothers. Another brother spoke his piece. I know it was weird because she was talking about her brothers, but then she was talking about her brother. So IDK, I'm like, do the two brothers that you lost, were they by the same mom or were they by your dad? One was by your mom, one was by your dad. I was so confused by that, but either way it goes, she was planting trees for her brothers. And they tried to get Derek to say something, but Derek wouldn't say anything. This is the brother that went to jail because he killed somebody for threatening their family. So he goes inside. He ain't with the mushy stuff. He goes inside. She goes inside too to have a conversation with him. Basically, the conversation was about how they don't like the girl he's with, Belinda. But they like the other girl, his baby mama, Pam. Pam actually lives with Latrice's mom because they had nowhere to go, so they moved in with Latrice's mom. He's like, I know y'all like her, all that other stuff. Pam is a good lady, but she ain't the lady for me. The person that's for me is Belinda. Whenever Belinda come around, she feels like y'all don't like her, so she decides to just not come around at all. And Latrice says she doesn't like Belinda. Then she changes her words and says that she doesn't like her ways. But she's open to having a conversation with her and assessing everything. And she wishes Belinda the best. And she wants her brother to know like that he can always come to her and have a conversation. He doesn't ever have to like hide or not share his thoughts or anything. If you're feeling away, like family's always going to be first. So you can have those conversations with me if you need to. And she obviously comes off as though she has some type of abandonment issues just a little bit. And I guess it makes sense. I don't know if her dad was really there for her, but then for her two older brothers to leave her and then for that brother to leave her, but then also come back. I can understand that. And she just want to make sure that relationship and everything is still intact. So hopefully they can get all that together. But as far as the episode was cool. Not a whole lot really went on this episode. It was cute for what it was, but I don't really have nothing else to offer. You guys chime down below and let me know how you felt about the Belle Collective episode. Let me know how you feel about this review. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.